Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our podcast. My name is Emma, and I am so happy you are joining us today. This podcast is made for English learners, and we always use simple, friendly words so everyone can understand and enjoy our conversations. Today, we have a topic that I think will surprise many of you and make you feel very good. We are going to talk about how to become more attractive without changing anything about your physical appearance. No surgery, no expensive products, no diets. Just simple habits and qualities that make people truly magnetic and beautiful. I am here with my friend Alex. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Emma. Hi, everyone listening today. My name is Alex, and I am really excited about this topic. I think many people spend a lot of time and money trying to change how they look on the outside. They buy expensive clothes, follow difficult diets, and worry constantly about their appearance. But the truth is, some of the most attractive people in the world are not the most physically perfect ones. There is something else, something deeper, that makes certain people impossible to ignore when they walk into a room. Today, Emma and I want to explore exactly what that something is. I think this conversation will change how you think about attractiveness completely.
Okay, let's start with a big question. What does it actually mean to be attractive? Most people think attractiveness is only about physical appearance, your face, your body, your hair. But I think attractiveness is much bigger than that. Think about people in your life who you find really attractive or magnetic. Are they attractive only because of their face? Or is there something else about them? Their energy, their smile, the way they talk, the way they make you feel when you are around them. I believe true attractiveness is a combination of many things, and most of them have nothing to do with how you look. Alex, what do you think?
Emma, I completely agree with you. Physical appearance is the first thing we notice about someone, yes, but it is rarely what makes us truly drawn to a person over time. Think about this. Have you ever met someone who was very physically beautiful but felt cold, uninterested, or unkind? After a short time, their physical beauty stopped feeling so attractive, right? And have you ever met someone who was not classically beautiful but had such warmth, humor, and genuine interest in others that you found them completely fascinating and attractive? I think most people have had both experiences. This shows us that true attractiveness goes much deeper than the surface. It lives in how we make other people feel.
That is such a perfect way to say it, Alex. True attractiveness lives in how we make other people feel. So let's start talking about the specific things people can do or develop to become more genuinely attractive. My first topic is confidence. I think confidence is one of the most attractive qualities a person can have. When someone walks into a room with their head up, their shoulders back, and a calm, quiet belief in themselves, people notice. Confidence is not about being loud or showing off. It is about being comfortable with who you are. You don't need other people's constant approval. You feel okay being yourself. This quiet self-assurance is deeply attractive to almost everyone.
Confidence really is magnetic, Emma. And the beautiful thing about confidence is that it is not something you either have or don't have. It is something you can practice and build over time. One simple way to practice confidence is through your posture. Stand tall, keep your head up, and make comfortable eye contact with people when you speak to them. These physical habits actually send signals to your brain that make you feel more confident on the inside, too. It works in both directions. When you act confident, you begin to feel more confident. And when you feel more confident, other people sense it immediately and find you more attractive and interesting without knowing exactly why.
I love that point about posture and eye contact, Alex. Such simple things that make such a big difference. My next topic is kindness. I believe kindness is one of the most underrated forms of attractiveness. When you see someone being genuinely kind, to a stranger, to a waiter, to an old person, to a child, something warm happens inside you. You feel drawn to that person. You want to be around them. Kindness signals something very important about a person's character. It shows that they are safe, caring, and good. These qualities are deeply attractive at a fundamental human level. A kind person always has a special glow that no makeup or expensive clothing can replicate.
Kindness as attractiveness is so true and so often forgotten, Emma. I want to add something about the way we treat people who can do nothing for us. Some people
Treating everyone with equal respect, that is such an important mark of real character and true attractiveness. Now I want to talk about something called being present. This means really being in the moment when you are with another person. When someone talks to you and you genuinely listen, not thinking about your phone, not planning what you will say next, but really listening and showing interest, that person feels truly seen and heard. And feeling truly seen by another person is one of the most beautiful and rare experiences in modern life. People are incredibly attracted to someone who makes them feel like the most important person in the room. Being present is a powerful gift you can give to others.
Being truly present is so rare and so powerful, Emma. In a world where everyone is distracted by their phone or their own thoughts, the person who gives you their full, genuine attention feels like a wonderful gift. I want to talk now about having a good sense of humor. Not the kind where you try to tell jokes all the time or make fun of other people, but the kind where you can find lightness and laughter in everyday life. People who don't take themselves too seriously, who can laugh at themselves and find the funny side of ordinary situations, are incredibly fun and attractive to be around. Laughter creates connection, and connection creates attraction. A genuine smile and easy laughter are deeply appealing qualities.
A genuine sense of humor is absolutely one of the most attractive things a person can have, Alex. And you made an important distinction. Real humor is about lightness and shared laughter, not about making fun of others. My next topic is passion. People who are genuinely passionate about something are incredibly attractive. It doesn't matter what the passion is. It could be cooking, music, science, sports, gardening, or anything else. When someone talks about something they truly love, their eyes light up, their energy changes, and they become completely alive. This aliveness is deeply magnetic. Having interests and passions outside of work and social media makes you a more interesting, more dimensional, and more attractive person to be around.
Passion is absolutely electric, Emma. When someone talks about what they love, you cannot help but be drawn in, even if you have no interest in the topic yourself. It is the energy of genuine enthusiasm that attracts people, not the subject itself. I also want to talk about being a good listener. We already mentioned being present, but listening is slightly different. Being a good listener means asking thoughtful follow-up questions, remembering things people told you before, and showing genuine curiosity about other people's lives and experiences. Most people love to talk about themselves, but very few people feel truly listened to. The person who actually listens and shows real interest becomes someone everyone wants to be around.
Being a good listener is one of those skills that seems simple but is actually quite rare and very powerful. I want to talk about something that might surprise people, the attractiveness of being a good communicator. This doesn't mean being a great public speaker or using big, impressive words. It means being able to express yourself clearly and honestly. Being able to say how you feel, what you think, and what you need in a calm and clear way is very attractive. It shows emotional maturity and self-awareness. People who communicate well make others feel safe, understood, and respected. This feeling of safety is one of the deepest foundations of attraction between any two people.
Clear, honest communication is so attractive, Emma, because it is so rare. So many people are unclear, indirect, or unable to express themselves. Someone who can say exactly what they mean with warmth and honesty stands out immediately. I want to mention something about ambition and personal growth now. People who are always learning, growing, and working towards something meaningful in their life have an energy that is very attractive. They have direction, they have purpose, they talk about their goals and dreams with real feeling. Being around someone who is actively improving themselves is inspiring and motivating. It makes you want to grow too. This forward-moving energy is genuinely magnetic and very attractive to most people.
Ambition and a growth mindset are so attractive because they signal that a person has depth and direction. My next topic is something very practical, taking care of yourself. I am not talking about changing your appearance here. I am talking about basic self-care. Getting enough sleep so you feel rested and calm, drinking enough water so your energy is good, moving your body regularly so you feel strong and alive, eating in a way that makes you feel healthy. When you take care of yourself, you have more energy, a better mood, and a more positive presence. And this positive presence is very attractive. People who feel good on the inside naturally radiate something special on the outside.
Self-care as a foundation for attractiveness is so true, Emma. When you sleep well and feel healthy, everything about you is better. Your mood, your energy, your patience, your creativity. All of these things make you more pleasant and more attractive to be around. I also want to talk about having strong personal values. People who know what they believe in, who have clear values and live by them consistently, have a quiet strength that is very attractive. They don't need to follow every trend or agree with everyone to feel okay. They know who they are and what they stand for. This kind of integrity and self-knowledge is
Having strong values and living by them gives a person a kind of anchor and stability that others find very reassuring and attractive. I want to talk now about something called warmth. Warmth means being genuinely friendly, approachable, and caring toward others. It is the feeling someone gets when they are around you, the feeling that you are happy they are there, that you care about them, that you are a safe and welcoming person. Some people have a natural warmth that makes everyone around them feel comfortable and valued. This quality is incredibly attractive because most people go through life feeling unseen and unimportant. Someone who makes others feel welcome and valued is a rare and beautiful thing.
Warmth is one of those qualities you feel immediately when you meet someone who has it, Emma, and it is not something you need to be born with. You can practice being warmer by smiling more genuinely, by using people's names when you speak to them, by asking about their lives and remembering what they told you. These small acts of warmth add up to something very powerful. I also want to mention the attractiveness of emotional intelligence. This means being able to understand your own emotions and the emotions of others. People with high emotional intelligence are calm under pressure. They handle conflict graciously, and they make others feel truly understood. This maturity and emotional awareness is deeply attractive.
Emotional intelligence is so attractive because it creates such a sense of safety and understanding in any relationship. My next topic is enthusiasm. Not fake, over-the-top enthusiasm, but genuine, natural enthusiasm for life. People who find joy in small, everyday things are incredibly pleasant and attractive to be around. They notice the beauty in a good meal, a funny moment, a kind gesture, or a beautiful day. This appreciation for life's small gifts is contagious. When you are around someone who is genuinely enthusiastic about being alive, you feel more alive yourself. And feeling more alive around someone is one of the most powerful forms of attraction that exists between people.
Genuine enthusiasm and appreciation for life is such an attractive quality, Emma. It says, I am fully here and I am glad to be here. I also want to talk about the attractiveness of being reliable and trustworthy. When someone does what they say they will do, when they show up when they promise they would, when their words and their actions always match, this builds a very deep kind of attraction based on trust. Trust is the foundation of all the best relationships in life, and a person who is genuinely trustworthy and consistent is rare and incredibly valuable. Over time, this reliability becomes one of the most attractive things about a person that you know and care about.
Reliability and trustworthiness are so fundamental to deep and lasting attraction, Alex. Now I want to talk about something a little different, the attractiveness of generosity. Not just generosity with money, but generosity with your time, your attention, your energy, and your encouragement. People who freely give compliments, who celebrate other people's successes, who offer help without being asked, and who share their knowledge and resources create a feeling of abundance around them. And abundance is attractive. Being around a generous person makes you feel richer in every sense of the word. Generosity of spirit is one of the most beautiful and attractive qualities a person can cultivate in themselves.
Generosity of spirit is such a beautiful phrase, Emma. People who are generous in all these non-material ways create such a positive and warm environment around them. I want to also mention the importance of good hygiene and grooming. Now, I know we said this topic is about attractiveness without changing your looks, but hygiene and grooming are not about changing your looks. They are about taking basic care of yourself. Being clean, smelling fresh, having tidy hair, and wearing clean clothes shows that you respect yourself and the people around you. This basic self-respect is very attractive. It is not about being fashionable or glamorous. It is simply about showing the world that you value yourself.
Basic self-care and grooming really are the foundation of respectful presentation, Alex. And you're right, it is not about changing your looks. It is about caring for what you have. My next topic is something I think is really important and often overlooked: being comfortable with silence. Many people feel very nervous when there is a quiet moment in a conversation, and they rush to fill it with words. But people who are comfortable with silence, who don't feel the need to constantly talk or perform, have a calm and grounded quality that is very attractive. Comfortable silence shows that you are secure in yourself and in your connection with the other person. This security is peaceful and very appealing.
Being comfortable with silence is such an underrated quality, Emma. It shows real confidence and inner peace. I also want to talk about the attractiveness of being non-judgmental. People who listen without immediately judging, criticizing, or giving unsolicited advice create a very safe and open space for others. When you feel that someone will listen to you without judging you harshly, you open up, you feel safe, and you naturally want to be around that person more. Being non-judgmental does not mean you have no opinions. It means you are able to hold space for other people's different experiences and choices without making them feel wrong or small for being different from you.
Being non-judgmental creates such a safe and welcoming space for others, and that safety is deeply attractive. I also want to mention the power of a genuine smile. Not a polite, forced smile, but a real smile that reaches your eyes and comes from a true feeling of warmth or happiness. A genuine smile is one of the most universally attractive human expressions that exists. It is cross-cultural, it is timeless, and it is completely free. A real smile says, "I am happy to see you. I am open to you. I am safe." When you smile genuinely at people, they almost always smile back, and a small, warm connection is created. Never underestimate the power of your real smile.
A genuine smile is honestly one of the most powerful tools of attraction that any person has, Emma, and it costs nothing. I want to share a quick personal story. A few years ago, I was very focused on how I looked. I spent a lot of money on clothes and worried constantly about my appearance. But I was also quite shy, not very warm to people, and I kept mostly to myself. I didn't have many deep friendships or connections. Then, slowly, I started working on my inner qualities. I became a better listener. I learned to show more warmth. I developed more confidence, and my social life transformed completely. People were drawn to me in a way they never had been before, and my appearance had not changed at all.
That personal story is so powerful and so honest, Alex. Thank you for sharing it. I have a similar experience. I used to think that if I just looked better, people would like me more and I would feel more confident. But I realized that the times when I felt most attractive and most connected to others were always the times when I was being genuinely myself, warm, engaged, curious, and kind. Not when I was wearing a special outfit or had my hair done perfectly. The most magnetic version of me was always the most authentic version of me, and I think that is true for everyone. Authenticity is the ultimate attractiveness, and it is available to every single person.
Authenticity as the ultimate attractiveness. I think that is the perfect summary of everything we have talked about today, Emma. Let me quickly go through all the wonderful qualities we discussed. Confidence and good posture, genuine kindness toward everyone, being fully present with others, a real sense of humor, having passions and genuine interests, being a good and curious listener, clear and honest communication, ambition and a love of growth, good self-care habits, strong personal values, natural warmth and approachability, emotional intelligence, genuine enthusiasm for life, reliability and trustworthiness, generosity of spirit, comfortable silence, being non-judgmental, and of course, a real and genuine smile. Every single one of these qualities is something any person can develop and practice.
That is such a beautiful and complete summary of everything we talked about today, Alex. And I love that every single thing on that list is available to every person, regardless of how they look, how much money they have, or where they come from. True attractiveness is democratic. It belongs to everyone who is willing to invest in their inner qualities. I hope our listeners today feel inspired and hopeful. You don't need to change your face or your body to become more magnetic and attractive. You just need to invest in becoming a kinder, warmer, more confident, and more genuine version of yourself. That journey is one of the most worthwhile investments you will ever make. Alex, any final words?
Yes, Emma. My final words are simple, but I mean them deeply. You are already more attractive than you think. Most people are their own harshest critics. They focus on everything they think is wrong with